Hi everyone, this is Lady T with Lady T Speaks, bringing you the latest in hip hop, R&B, and entertainment news. In entertainment news, comedian D L Hughley talked about parents leaving their children with strangers, and I want to share with you what Atlanta Black Star had to say about his controversial topic on his nighttime TV show. So D.L. Hughley speaks out against parents leaving children in the care of strangers. It sparks social media debate. Comedian D.L. Hughley is never afraid to tackle controversial topics, and he remained true to that when it comes to parents leaving their children in others' care. Hughley led the discussion on his TV1 show concerning reports that there are more than 12,000 alleged abuse victims in the Boy Scouts of America. As reported in court documents released April the 23rd, the files, which also state up to 7,819 leaders and volunteers are said to be behind the abuse, are connected to a sex abuse case in Minnesota. One thing that these one thing that these things tend to have in common is they have, whether it's the Catholic Church or whether it's television stars or music stars or even Boy Scouts or even Jehovah Witnesses, these Christian organizations is that they have a group that's above reproach and other groups that are designed to protect the person's reputation. The activist and comic says in the clip from DL Hughley's show that was shared to his Instagram account Wednesday. If you're a Boy Scout, you look at all the things that happened. There were district attorneys and there were judges and police officers that wanted to protect that institution's reputation. Hughley said that the same thing happened concerning Penn State, which saw former assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky convicted on multiple charges in 2012 child sex abuse scandal. He also pointed out the same issue with the Catholic Church, which has been rocked by reports of abuse for years. There also were predators who were mixed in among everybody else, Hughley continues. Speculating about the nature of the alleged abuse, they had a ready supply of people who would drop their children off to them and not question them. The victimizer bears the responsibility, but the people who look the other way too. If you were a judge or you were a prosecutor or you were a police officer, however, according to Hughley, most of the responsibility is placed on the parents. Parents who led their children to these men were like leading lambs to the slaughter, he says. You should have known what was going on with your children. You are supposed to be the one that protects them when all else fails. You should at least have your mama and daddy. Parents have a huge responsibility, he adds, who drops their children off around grown men that they don't know, who drops their children off and puts them in circumstances that they're not aware of. You're supposed to discipline them and protect them, even when we live in a society that won't. There's something that we're supposed to do when no one else does. And that message resonated with many viewers who shared their opinions in his comment section. And truthfully, he has a point, a serious point, because parents, we do have a responsibility to make sure your children are with people that you can trust. But in this day and time, who can you trust? You can't even trust family members because 9 times out of 10, rape victims, children who have been molested, it's always more likely than not someone who's close to the family, a family friend or a family member. But in these cases, it was definitely strangers. And so, you have to stay with your children. Unfortunately, you have to keep your eyes on them, but you can't always do that. And these situations occur even if you are an excellent parent that watch out for your children. You can't be with them in school, and when they go play different sports and things of that nature, Case in point, the Boy Scouts, but what an awful, awful thing to continue to be happening in this day and time. And, he made some very good points, and a good conversation to continue. So I just wanted to share that with you all. What are your thoughts on what DL Hughley said? Do you agree? Should parents be everywhere that their children are? Or do you disagree that you cannot always protect them and be with them 100% of the time? All right, everyone. This is Lady T with Lady T Speaks, bringing you the latest in hip hop, R&B, and entertainment news. As I often say, make your day great, live your life on purpose. Take care. Talk to you all soon.